Okie dokie. Let's start the next mission. The Lost Son's Return.
Welcome back.
You left me in Boston.
The training we've done here is all well and good, but experience is a better teacher by far.
What of my father?
Into the wind, I'm afraid.
We have to find him.
And we will, after the house has been repaired.
But he's out there plotting who knows what.
And what would you do when you found him? If you found him? You're a boy with a few months of training. He's a man, full grown, who spent decades honing his skills. If you're going to stand a chance against the Templars, you're going to need these. Go on before I change my mind.
The true signatures of an assassin. The hidden blades. What is it now? What is it, Godfrey? What's happened to Terry?
You, sir, please, help! He's going to die!
Alright, let's start a river rescue.
Ooh.
There's no time! Please, come!
Down to the depths of the valley we go. Whoops. Oh god, typical. Absolutely typical.
Who?
There's no time! Please, come!
Right, I think I'll pay attention to where I'm going. Would certainly help. Again. Right, come on. Get with the program. Ignore the beavers.
Down there! He's just passed under the bridge! Help me! Please! Someone! Help!
Hold on, Terry. Hold on. We're coming.
Help me! Please! Someone! Help! Someone! Help!
Hold on, Terry. We're coming.
Someone! Help! Help me! Please! Someone! Help!
Nicely done, that was.
What this knobend is trying to say is he's forever in your debt, sir.
Who are you calling? A knobend?
You, because you are one.
What were you doing on those logs?
One of the dangers of lumbering. We've got the camp set up a few rods off of here, as we're cutting timber. We're hoping to open a mill in the area.
There's a good place not far from the manor on the hill where I'm staying.
I like you already. We'll have a look.
And Terry's like, oh my god, I'm actually alive still. I wonder how many people actually fail that mission a few times because they're actually tripped over or they encounter wolves or something like
I'll
that.
miss the peace and quiet, but we can certainly use the wood.
The manor needs a lot of work.
That and other things. Meet me at the small shack by the shoreline when you have time. There's something else you need to see.
What is it?
An asset.
Ah yes, here we are. Okay. Now here's a really good tip for anyone who hasn't actually played this, has not played before or just has not just would like to just play through the remastered version because I haven't played they haven't played it since the original came out, which is years and years ago. A big tip, and that is that excuse me. For a lot of the weapons design schematics, all this sort of thing, if you actually go through, if you actually find these places, all these people, then it'll actually help you. So the more of them you find, quickly switch this out because I was so stupid I didn't even do that properly. I honestly, like, when I do these sorts of things, what I actually do is, sorry, just bear with me a second here. I actually prioritize, excuse me, I prioritize all homestead missions over, I'll be with you in a second, Lance, you're not going to fall. I said I prioritize all homestead missions over main missions because it helps develop the homestead, but they'll also give you extra materials, extra crafting, things you can buy, help you out in different ways as well. Excuse me, because if you actually loot the chests around, I'll explain after I've done this. Wait, I have to keep listening to him.
Thank you.
Hey, Lance.
Are you all right?
I think so. Didn't do much to me aside from a good scare. Blackguards.
What did they want with you?
My purse, which was meager, and they decided to punish me for their trouble. Silly, really. My tools and equipment were worth a king's share to the right man. In any case, I had best get on my way. It's a long walk to the nearest inn. I thank you again for your kindness.
Have you no home?
Oh, well, I was a proud resident of Boston until recently, but I'm not a supporter of His Majesty, and, well, I was forced out of my woodshop and home by loyalists.
There are plenty around here who could use the services of a skilled craftsman if you were looking for somewhere to settle.
Is that right? I may look into that.
So there's a carpenter and builder. So, to finish what I was trying to finish what I was explaining. So, this is especially notable for people who have got Ubisoft club accounts. You go and redeem your rewards and everything else. Excuse me. You know, and you've got all sorts of you've got what's basically known as recipes in the games for crafting weapons, all sorts of things, right? But even for people who didn't actually buy all that sort of stuff, it's still applicable. If I can find my way across, that'd be a really good start. But look, yeah, because it actually gives. Because what happens is that. So let's just say the average pistol in the game costs what, 3? Yeah, it costs what, about 3? Anything from 2 to 4,000, right? What actually, what is really, really good is that you can actually find the recipes in the chests that you explore in the maps, and if you level up the people in the homestead, then they can actually craft the materials for you. So you can buy a lot of the materials for a fraction of the original price, and you can have that same weapon, so you save a lot of money. Especially, say this tip for those who actually haven't played the game, is that there is what Achilles is talking about, assets. There are modifications you can make to the asset. I won't give too much away for the sake of it, but I'll just say there are modifications, and they can cost quite a bit. So the more cost effective you can be with things actually will help you in the long run. So, and plus it really does expand the story quite a bit. So where the hell am I oh my god, and I was wondering why I was hit near a big brick wall there for some stupid reason. That explains quite a lot. But yeah, I thought because that's one, because I still gonna give some tips and all that. That is a really big tip, because a lot of those things I find the bios on them is I'll actually have to, you know, going to interact with them for conversations, finding out about their backgrounds, their stories, all sorts of things. So there's also another element to this game, but again, that's another thing I won't spoil because it's quite a big thing. Just trying to find where's the house? Oh, is that there? Oh, okay, cool. There's actually a really quick. You know what the problem is? Because it's all snow, it's so hard to tell what's what. It really that's actually something I should actually warn you a lot about. If you're anything like me and the snow can confuse you in terms of tracking things, then where the hell? Where's the water gone? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so if you're anything like me in that regard, then it, you know, and you have trouble finding, it all looks the same in the snow in these sorts of games, you're thinking, Yeah, it's good to actually get your bearings and frequently check your map, because when it's just normal conditions, just no snow and everything, it's actually easier to find stuff.
Sure. Just get me a ship and a crew, and we'll find out what it was he held so dear. I met him once, that captain. He was 7 feet tall if he was an inch. I tell ya, legs like 3 trunks.
We're not going to worry with pad leg. We really won't. It's not worth it in the end. It's not as far as I know.
When I met him, no weapon
Training
made by-
begins.
Go away!
Said go away, boy! Do you not speak the King's English? Oh, I didn't see you there, old man. I'd have set my home in order if I'd known you'd be calling.
The boy's name is Connor. He's here to restore the property.
Restore? Restore? Pardon my manners. She's still the fastest in the Atlantic. Sure, she needs some attention. Minor things mostly, but with a little affection, she'll fly again.
Who is she?
Who is she? Why, the Aquila boy, the ghost of the North Seas.
The boat.
A boat? She's a ship boy, and make no mistake about it. I thought you brought him here to restore order. I reckon he's the greenest thing on the frontier.
Connor, meet me back at the manor when you've finished here.
You said it requires repairs. You able?
She does need work. A ship is a she, boy. And yes, I can refit her, but I'm lacking in the proper supplies. Some quality timber would help me get started.
I can see to that. How long before she is able to sail again?
Just get me the lumber, boy. I'll raise a crew.
While being half drunk and then having to do a 2-second sober session. Oh, finally it worked. Excuse me. Robert Faulkner, born 1715. Robert Faulkner is probably the most storied members of the Assassin's Navy, though he was never formally named to a position above first mate. Robert Faulkner was the 4th generation of his family to be a seaman. I'm glad I didn't say that out loud. But the first in his family to be recruited to work with the assassins. He started off in the Royal Navy, but finding his career stalled, partly due to his inability to purchase commissions. He left to work for the United Company of Merchants. In 53, Faulkner disappears from the historical record, presumed dead, but that's because he joined the Assassins as first mate of the flagship, the Aquila. I was going to say Aquila, but it's apparently the Aquila. Whoa. Faulkner was much sought after as a mariner, or it could be mariner. Pretty sure it's mariner. Recruiting him was quite the coup for the Brotherhood. He had a reputation for having a disciplined crew and an almost uncanny knack for avoiding trouble, not to mention predicting the weather. Whether through the years of experience or some other more mysterious ability, because I totally believe in those, Faulkner would know when a storm or calm patch of sea was coming in and use it to his advantage. Imagine that, a natural weatherman could accurately predict the weather. The world would never see his like again. Faulkner served aboard the Aquila until it was nearly destroyed in 68, always deferring when asked to become the captain. He never gave his reasons why. However, his love for the ship was quite touching. He had towed it to its location near Boston, despite doubts that it would ever be seaworthy again. Faulkner could have gone back to the sea aboard another ship, but didn't. He stayed close to the ever-deteriorating Aquila and took to drinking, which is where Connor found him. So, a bit of history on. I was going to do the Aquila, wasn't I? Actually, let's just do that, since I've already bothered to do that one. We'll be in here, probably not, no. You never know. Locations, by any chance? Naval? Nope. Okay. I'll have to have a look and see if I can find that somewhere. I will read through that one for you when I find it, so... Wait, come on. Come on, Connor. Stay you up there. And I'll lose my way. That's just fantastic.
There you are. I've something to show you. Come, take a look.
What is it?
A ledger. It lets us manage the homestead's dealings.
And these?
That was years ago. Before the slow fever, before the Templars, before everything collapsed. But that's all in the past. Better we focus on what's in front of us. Take up the ledger, and I'll teach you how it all works.
Stockpile allows you to purchase items from homesteaders and display the items on. Okay, we're purchasing all this. Maximum. Let's just... Okay, we're buying everything. Fair enough. Stock produce. Stockpile. So you can actually choose between them, but just for the moment. Just get things started.
Time passed quickly after that. My days a blur of study, training, and work. What little free time Achilles allowed me was spent learning about the Templars, about Charles Lee and my father. I longed to confront them, to put an end to their schemes, to ensure my people would remain untroubled and free. But I knew it was too soon, that to approach them now would see me killed. All my work would be for nothing. Patience, restraint. These proved the most difficult subjects for me. But in time, I mastered them as well. Days became months. Months became years. And as my skills and knowledge grew, so too did I.
Alright. So there is a different system with the weaponry as well, from what I can tell. But if I can remember to, I'll go over that when that becomes applicable, so... There's actually certain things you have to do to be at certain points in the game, so... The hard way.
Come aboard and feast your eyes, boy. No, not the left foot. Never the left foot. Horrible look. Step with your right foot first.
And it's like, no! You had terrible luck in Kilo. We don't need that.
She is solid?
Aye. Weatherly and sleek. She'll fetch 12 knots in a stiff gale. Ne'er a ship from here to Singapore can outrun her on her best day. What do you say we take her out? Show you what she can do firsthand.
Where would we go?
As it happens, she still needs guns and the officers to command them. We'll launch straight away. Don't worry, lad. I'll make sure you sprout good sea legs. Haul in the mainsail! Get up the rigging! Hand over fist! Come on, men! Let's get her out where she needs to be!
So this should... Yep. So it'll be fast.
Come on, lad. No time like the present. Take the helm.
Excuse me.
Double time, boy. It's time you learnt. Come on. She won't bite.
Half sail!
Ha! Your killer flies again. Do you feel it, lad? Set a course for Martha's Vineyard. We'll find our guns and officers there. She's a nimble vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. And the firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows. Call for full sail if you like.
Unfortunately, there is no travel speed, but that's alright.
Wind looks to be shifting. Stay alert, Connor. Gusty winds can be difficult to manage.
Alright.
Now, take us through these shallows. Careful not to run up on them. The sandbars will slow us down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hole. And if you want to make a quick tack, call for half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
Yep. Alright. Lifting the camera angle up so I can actually see where I'm sailing. The minimap is okay,
Mind
but
those other vessels! Hold your tack to keep your right of way.
I'm just following this ship in front of me. Yeah, nicely around. Straighten up, straight. Whoa, 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 whoa. To the right, to the right. Come on, Keela. Whoa! Oh, actually, that's quite helpful to me. That Rookweed came in with a perfect timing, actually. Whoa! Never mind, I'm gonna watch where the hell I'm going. Full sail! Full sail! Yep.
Cottages! We're close!
Hard about. I think that's the correct term. Anyway, you get the point.
No sail! Drop anchor! We'll go ashore, buy our guns, and find our officers. Oh, hello, Miss Mandy. You're looking every bit as ravishing as I remember.
After all these years, you sail all the way to the vineyard to pay me compliments?
We are looking for David and Richard Clutterbuck.
Nice to see you, too.
At least you paid you a compliment.
Robert Faulkner. Where the hell you been?
Drunk, I think.
Sorry for leaving like I did, lads, but where I was going, no one could know. You two working much?
No. Between contracts at the moment.
Well, we're looking for gunnery officers. What would you two say to working with me again?
We'll think
We'd
about
be
it.
for getting into a few more scraps.
Good show. The Aquila is a fine vessel. We're fitting all the guns as we speak.
Looks like your friend's about to catch a beating.
Where is Charles Lee?
I don't much care for your tone.
Hey, you don't want to be doing that, Biddle.
Bobby Faulkner turned to wet nursing. It's good you finally realize you're a shite sailor.
Whoa, 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 not in here, gentlemen. Better still, not at all. Bobby, take your friends and get out!
Let's go, boys. Our guns ought to be ready. Come on.
She looks at us like, looking up straight, he's like, I'll just sit down here. I'm not messing with that.
What the bloody hell was that about?
The older man is a Templar. Who was he with?
A Templar? The young buck was Nicholas Biddle. Nobody. Sails before the mast. Midshipman for the Crown.
Are the guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a suitable target and show you how they work. We've fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start, but rest assured there's ample room to add more should you feel the need.
Excellent. We'll definitely be doing that over time when we have the funds.
Looks like a British frigate with half seas over. Should do nicely for a spotted target practice. Bring around broadside, and when all guns are on target, call fire.
Round shot for a start.
Nice.
Well done, boy! Now, aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible. give the swivel guns a turn. More precise. Hit those old powder barrels and light up the sky.
Never gets old! Not bad for a spud, Captain.
You are a fast learner.
Provided something interests me.
Ah, getting a taste for the open sea, are we? We'll make a jack tar out of you yet. Now we should be getting back. The old man is like to have my hide for keeping you out so long.
Why is he shooting at us?
Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take your pick.
What do we do?
Naught else but to fight back. Sink the bastard!
Use the swivels on him, Captain!
Yes.
English frigate! Oh, be betwattled, another one. Where in the bloody hell did she come from?
Brace for impact! Well, that reminds me of my Black Flag days. Alright. Alright. No, we don't need to do that. Damn, this guy's annoying me. No, did not mean to do that. Oh. Oh. Nice.
Carry on, sailor. Not bad for your first voyage, eh, boy? Now we best be getting back, or the old man will have my guts for garters.
Excuse me. I really couldn't be bothered. Just circling round and round. I mean, I know it's a risk because I don't have a ram, but the hell with it. Particularly effective if you can do it right. It really is reminiscent of my days playing Black Flag. That's Assassin's Creed 4, by the way, if anyone's wondering.
I got 'em! All of 'em! You get what I need, and I'll give 'em to you. Simple. You got a ship, could find 'em all to boot.
Who is that man?
Him? Some old salt always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd. Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
3 weeks. And not even a goodbye before you left.
Sorry.
Well, what are you waiting for?
We were busy defending ourselves.
Put them on. Once upon a time, we had a ceremony on such occasions. But I don't think either of us are really the type for that. You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
Nice. I'll actually be changing outfits as well for this game, so... Oh.
Welcome back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news for once.
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source, and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky, though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
Local utility companies have assured the public that they're completely prepared for the upcoming solar maximum. Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
If only they knew.
What's this?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're on mission. This will let us talk to each other.
We're almost there, so listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above.
What do you mean, above? Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yep, reach you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera? I've got pictures. Running diagnostics. Perfect. I've got a nice, strong signal.
Alright, we're going to take a quick break here. And next time we will be attempting to retrieve a power source with Desmond. So I'll catch you next time for more AC3 Remastered.